No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination in any educational program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. Title IX was a legal document passed in 1972 by President Richard Nixon. Title IX changed the way that women can participate in sports, changed their opportunities in education, and affected men in sports in a negative way. Many women didn't play sports because they weren't allowed to.
Two of my older sisters had no sports in their high school experience whatsoever, and I can't even get my arms around that type of life. I don't know what that would have been like for me to not have sport and have the opportunity to compete.
Title IX states that there must be two separate teams for both women and men. If a college fails to do this, then they must let both women and men try out for the same team. In addition, women and men must have equal chances for competitive training facilities, equipment and supplies, medical and training services, coaching and academic tutoring, travel allowances, and housing and dining facilities. Title IX requires colleges to make additional sports for women. Dorothy Richardson, a woman who grew up in the 1960s, recalls having a great desire to play baseball, but she wasn't allowed to. As much as I had a desire to play, society threw back at me. You're a girl, you're not supposed to want to play. Isn't it a shame that we have to have a law for people just to express the gifts they've been given? Today there isn't a question that the opportunities for women and sports are limitless.
Let me tell you how Title IX really got started. I was working part-time as an instructor and a visiting lecturer at the University of Maryland while I was getting my degree. They had a huge expansion, 7 openings, and they didn't even consider me. So I went to one of my male friends on the faculty, and he just looked at me and said, well, let's face it, you come on too strong for a woman.
Senator Birch Bayh, who sponsored Title IX, said it was clear that the greatest danger or damage being done to women was the inequality of higher education. Many universities did not allow women into their college, and some universities limited the amount of women they would let in. Between 1971 and 1976, the number of women attending college jumped 40%. Title IX gave women more opportunities, but it also changed opportunities for men in sports. Because of Title IX giving more opportunities for women, some men's sports were cut from colleges. Wrestling and baseball were the 2 most common sports that were eliminated from colleges so that women could have money to support their sports. Jay Robinson, a wrestling coach who is against Title IX, asks, how much carnage on the men's side do we have to have? In order to finance sports for women, some men's sports have to be cut. A huge loss of 300 men's Division I teams were cut, and some people blame Title IX. Because college football teams are so huge and all male, there is no other women's sport with the same number of players, so a school that has a football team must set aside a matching number of slots for women, or else they must drop football altogether. Title IX changed opportunities for women in sports and in academics, but it also impacted men in sports in a negative way. Title IX made a huge impact in women's sports, and now women are better off today with many new sports teams being offered at multiple universities. Women were very limited to only a few sports before Title IX, such as croquet, tennis, bowling, and archery, and now there are many new sports available to women like basketball, tennis, and lacrosse. Also, women are receiving great educational opportunities. Between 1971 and 1976, the number of women attending college jumped 40%. Title IX changed the way that women can participate in sports, changed their opportunities in education, and affected men in sports in a negative way.